Hey everybody, welcome to my very first Let's Play video, brought to you in stunning standard definition, playing Dark Souls, and I guess I jump right into the character creator here. So let's go ahead, we're going to make a sorcerer. I was planning on doing a warrior initially, because that's what I'm best at, but I'm sure there's plenty of melee warrior videos already on YouTube, and I wanted to do something different, so we're going with this sorcerer here. In here, I take a minute, look through the gifts, pretending like I'm going to get something that isn't a master key. Of course, I'm going to get the master key. The tiny beings ring, I always love looking at this. It says HP recovers slowly while equipped, which is a total lie. It just boosts your HP a little bit, but there's no recovery involved whatsoever. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish creating this character here. Ponytail, red hair, and oops, I forgot to give her a name. Better give her a nice fitting name. Will work well for a female sorcerer character. There we go. That should be perfect. Alright, we've got our name, we've got our character, we've got our master key. Let's go ahead and watch the opening cutscene.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. The first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. Seath, the scales, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Okay, this here's a bit bizarre. Read excerpt of Great Heal, you get half healed. It's not like you cut Windows in half and it half works.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, and here we are starting out. Let's take a look at our... Ugh. We've seen better days, Sorcerer. But I've got the cool cap. Cool like a police cap, kinda. Anyway, let's pick up this guy's thingamajig and let's get on with the doodads and the what's-it. Use the dungeon cell key and we're off and we're running. So, I know I always read messages. I'm like compelled to read messages at all times. RB is attack. So let's attack this guy. Holy crap, I was targeting. I'm not supposed to know how to target. I'm sequence breaking here. I've broken the game. Oh, and here we have, this is the stray demon. This is the guy you hear pounding around. We'll deal with him a little bit later in the game, but for now there's nothing we can do, so let's just go ahead and keep compulsively reading messages like our life depends on it. Strong attack, it's pretty much nothing compared to a normal attack. Left stick, hold B, and dash. I don't know if I should be explaining in this much detail, because I'm sure that everyone who is watching this video has probably played this game to some capacity, but I know that if I'm not completely thorough, then somebody somewhere is going to post and be confused about what's going on. Also, right there, I just deciphered that those hollow enemies have between 42 and 44 health. That's a really specific and oddly uneven number to have. But anyway, so we're finally outside. We're going to get to this bonfire here. Our very first bonfire. There should be an achievement. As you can see here that when you're a sorcerer, you can start with the attune magic option in your menu. And you start out with the 3 spell slots right there. But we only have 1 spell right now. We've got nothing to use it with, so it's kind of pointless at this stage. So let's just get out of here. Go through these big, enormous, conspicuous doors with a half question mark painted on them in yellow or something, I don't even know. And if you look up there, you can see the first boss just waiting for us, hanging out on the roof. He was busy punting around another guy a couple minutes ago, and now he's ready to ruin our butts. Trying to keep the language civil, I guess. So yeah, this guy, he will... Ah, man, I thought I rolled away from it. So yeah, no point in fighting this guy. You could probably kill him if you were incredibly dedicated and just started hacking away at him with your broken sword hilt for half an hour, but no, we are not going to bother with that. I have much better things to do with my time, like light this bonfire. And we're going to have a seat to replenish the small amount of health that I stupidly lost fighting this guy that should not have been hurting me in any way. So we're going to get our shield. Yep, this guy fires arrows. I just stood there so we could show you how he fires arrows. Anyway, Sorcerer starts off with a small leather shield, which is fine. It's a shield. It'll block things. Doesn't have any special properties, of course, but I don't know if any of the starting shields do. So yeah, oh man, this guy he's scared. Our shield is intimidating the hell out of him. And we picked up a dagger, which is like the tiniest, most worthless improvement over the straight sword hilt, which I'll show you in a bit. A sorcerer, if you're playing a sorcerer, you are not going to be an awesome kind of sword expert, at least not until you are done with Blighttown. Well, the dagger's good for backstabs, at least. Very good for backstabs and parries, a dagger is, but if you want to actually do damage to a large enemy, it's a completely worthless piece of blah. So here, I just learned how to backstab and roll, because I'm awesome. And I've been rolling the wrong way. Here you can see that we're just above where the previous bonfire was. And yeah, we can go down here and unlock a door that only opens from one side. My voice is a lot lower than it normally is right now. Anyway, yeah. You can no longer get into that Asylum Demon boss arena. Because it's locked by some contraption. Some brave soul is protecting us from the Asylum Demon. It's very nice of him. And yeah, here, bam. Oh, come on. That boulder did not touch me. That was stupid. That was a very stupid hit. This game is stupid. I don't know why I'm playing it. Anyway, there's the boulder, and oh, here's the dude. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Alright, well, and messages spontaneously appear here in the tutorial sometimes, and that sound there is the sound of Oscar biting the dust, poor guy. So yeah, he is down for the count. Gives us about 100 souls, which is more than all the enemies we've seen already combined. Then here's the little jerkwad to push the boulder down on us. Get him good for that. Dagger's good for backstabs, but like I said, it's not good for much else, and I'll show you in just a second. Whoa, I did a moon jump there. That's kind of bizarre. Anyway, gonna come across some other dudes in here, and this is where we get the weapon that actually matters. This is your very first Sorcerer's Catalyst, and I can't equip it here, or else this guy's gonna mince me up a little bit. I was gonna go for the backstab, but take a look at this. With the straight sword hilt, I was doing 13 damage to an enemy with each swipe. With the dagger and actual sword, I'm doing 16 damage, which is like the most pathetic increase you can imagine. If I was tried to sword fight the Asylum Demon with my dagger, I would be there for 20 minutes. I don't even know. So yeah, we're immediately switching to our Sorcerer's Catalyst, which is a bajillion times better. Check this out. He's gonna fire an arrow, we fire a soul arrow, and he's gone in one shot. Yeah, the soul arrow is significantly more powerful than a dagger, or than a bunch of swords, really, I guess. At least at this point in the game. You really want to put stock in your magic. We are not going to... Oh, yeah, I can parry this guy. Sweet. Dagger's good for parries. But yeah, we're not going to, like, do sword warrior mix. This is not going to be a guy who can wield swords too. We are, like, boosting up our intelligence like nobody's business here. So, what am I... Oh yeah, I'm putting on some new hollow soldier armor. Increases the weight a bit, but it's much better defense, so I'm going to go ahead and take the hit. Plus, when I unhollow, it makes me look exactly like Jill Valentine, which I think I'll show you later. Yeah, you can see right there that I have crossed the 25% equip load limit, and I can no longer do the super fast roll, but that's fine by me. I'm not used to being able to do that roll anyway, so might as well get used to it now, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and traverse the white light. And here's our good old friend. Let's say hello. And there we go, right in his face. Jerk. So yeah, watch, I'm gonna swipe him here with my dagger, and you cannot even see the small amount of damage it does. So instead, let's take out a soul arrow, and that takes up nice, sizable chunks out of his health. Get rid of this guy and a head stab, and I think there are going to be 7 soul arrows altogether. Ooh, and right here you can see I'm already making horrible mistakes. I am playing a sorcerer and not getting as far away from the asylum demon as humanly possible. Now, this is not a character who is meant to face enemies really close by, because catalyst attacks, they take way too long to hit. So it takes forever to actually do the attack, and then they have to travel across a certain while, and yeah, you do not want to be close up to enemies like I was, but I did that because I guess I'm the worst Dark Souls player in the history of time. So let's just go ahead and get out of the asylum. I've had enough of this stupid place. This game is stupid. There's a message on the ground. Good job. Hey, thank you. That's very nice of you. I'm pretty proud of the way I handled that too. So, look around, and right around here on one side, if you take a quick look, you can find a mystery thing, which turns out to be a soul of a lost undead. And I just like go ahead and use it right away. I've gotten into the habit of using soul items right away because otherwise I will completely forget that they exist, and I go through some parts of the game unnecessarily underleveled. And here on the other side, you can hear Snuggly the Crow.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
And normally I turn up the volume to hear character voices and cutscenes, but I cannot stand that stupid caw. It always annoys me. When my pets are nearby, it makes them like sort of jump up and look at the TV in surprise. Anyway, speaking of cutscenes.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen to leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
Sesame Street.
Lordran.
And here we are, finally arrived in Firelink Shrine, out of the Undead Asylum, and actually in the land of the Lords, and actually where this game takes place. So in the next video, I'm actually going to go explore around here, grab some souls, and level up, so we'll see how I'm trying to level up this character here. But for now, I don't know, this video is getting kind of long. About 20 minutes, not too long. I know Epic Name Bro, he does the longer videos, but you know what, I don't care. I have classes to go to and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Humanity, reverse hollowing. I'm going to try and play through the game unhollow if I can, though there are some areas where people invading is just going to annoy the crap out of me. Anyway, this right here is what I was talking about with Jill Valentine. You can see a resemblance there. It looks better if I have the Hollow Warrior armor instead of the Hollow Soldier armor. I'll switch when I get the chance. You can start to see the similarities now that she's actually unhollow. And yes, that's the whole reason I made the character look the way she does. I sort of discovered that on accident at one point when I was just playing around. Anyway, And the next time we're going to actually explore Lordran and try leveling up people and be bros and Rizzle Frang Dilly Bop. Okay. So, oh wait, there's one more thing that I wanted to show off here. Or show off, just gripe about. On the Xbox 360 version, when you quit your game, it does not just take you to the Dark Souls screen. It takes you all the way back to the very beginning of the game, so it does the whole hard drive loading thing, and then you have to wait again through the Bandai Namco logo, the From Software logo, and this Havoc logo. So anybody who's trying to speedrun the game in a way that involves quitting the game at some point, do not get the 360 version because you will wait this unnecessary length of time. Anyway, bye.